Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Today Nathan is going to build a React app and for search country affected by COVID-19. So this not just about the COVID, how to build a COVID-19 app. It's actually more about how to use a React app to build a single page application and the visual, and how to use the ChatGI, this popular library. And for this application, actually I used a few popular libraries. So first, I will need the projects from create a React app. Then I will use the material UI. So this is the popular library I used as a. I will do some explain how do you do global class customize this UI, get rid of the default setting. And the second thing, this library also quite popular, the React router DOM. For my app, I don't really need to have the DOM. The demo purpose is for you be able to use this in your real life. You could be able to set up the route. For normal React app, they have a multiple page application, so you also could use it. So let's look at what is the demo it is look like. When first, if you load it, actually in the home page have a two state. One is just the designer state, and you hover it, then you change it to the search state. Once you type the country you are interested in, you press the enter key. You will get into the second page, is called the report page. So I have two pages, one home page, one is the report page. This is the value you passed in. I use it is from the React router, the DOM. So you could change this one, also could update this value. At the moment I select it is China. So if it's Australia, and you will get the Australia effect. So here's the effect and the recover and how many days. And they did you see the counting? But if I refresh, this is another small library called a count up. So make this a fun thing and counting speed over there instead of effect immediately. So they have keep counting up to this one. This is a small library, very useful for you. You do front-end design, and this so now we know the eventually goal we're going to retrieve like this one. At the moment we're going to start from ground new. We are going to my item, and I will create I already just open this application. So this one haven't do any customize. I just run this command npm create a React app inside this folder, and the create a React app is Facebook and React team provided. So once you finish this one, you will have one component already built, and they already enabled the GitHub version control. So you could see you have the master branch over there. Once you finish this one, then you start to do this. And I haven't run yet, so let's see. Once finished, you could use yarn started. Then you could see the initial page, what it look like. It is one component, just the app component. I put the logo and one string over there, and I'm going to get rid of everything and add what we wanted. So just go back to the source code. I stopped the build. I'm going to first clean up. So I don't need everything, and I don't need the logo. And I have the app CSS, but I don't need this app. Normally like need small later. Then you have the CSS file. The CS5 we are get rid of, and we have the index. The index also we are going to get rid of. So they only create one component, just this app, and this app just app the CSS. For me, I have a home page, and I also have a report page. So in normal case, people call container and then components. But in myself, I like to change it more makes sense for me. And the home page and the report is the view. So I create a folder called view. Inside the view, I have a two page. Have a home.js. Then I have another folder called report. Inside report, I have a report.js. These are my view. We are used for the load. Then I have a components. I just init a dummy. This is initial selector. I just init a dummy components. This is the report page. And this is my home page. I will have the index page over there. Index.js over there. In case I type in normally like a copy paste. In my app, I will have a page. Just get this home and report. I like have this index page, so I don't need to go inside each folder to import them. And I don't have the router yet. Like I said, I will use React router down. So I'm going to install this library. That take a bit of while, just waiting. So the load is installed, then we need a few things from this library. And I will use hash load, and because I'm going to deploy it to GitHub page, and the GitHub page only accepts the hash load. From my library. Then I set my node in here. I don't need this. Have the node. Inside my node have two nodes. So if the path equal to my root path, then will be my home components. If the path is like a report, then we are pointed to my report page. I don't have any style. If at the moment I run it, then you already have the load. Let's see. So you have a home. If it's a report, then you have a report. So this is for the loading setup. And like I said, every library, in normal case, a lot of company and in here I need to change it slightly, maybe later. And I'm going to use material UI. So there have a few library I need to install. One is called core, and another one is the icon. It is I'm also going to use it for some island and small fancy icon. Also another one is called material UI styles, for you customize the global style. So this is related to material UI library, what we are really needed. So that's done. And then before I start to use this library, so instead of direct use this library, I'm going to do a little bit of change. So I'm going to global change here. If you look at the React material UI, the colors are actually going to use this customized one. So they already have some font change for me. Let's see here. So I'm going to change the customer color to look more like this one. Instead the material UI by default design. If you go here. So once that you install, you definitely could use this kind of thing, but like the font, like a font family, like the font, I'm going to change it a bit. So let's do it. So instead I change inside the components, I will do global change. So in here, in the before the app, I apply like the parent of them, so like a context to on top of the app. So in here, I'm going to import my theme provider from material UI. in here I will wrap everything inside my scene provider. So instead use the exactly what they provided the default scene, I will create and let it from my customer scene. And at the moment I don't have this customer theme. So I trying to create a theme from a theme photo. I will put it in theme photo. So at the moment I don't have this one. So go over there. I have a source, have a view. I don't have a theme. So I'm going to here have a theme photo. I have an index page. I'm going to change a few things. One is for the parent. Another one I'm going to change the type graph. And already, I don't think you like to see I'm typing. I just found it already. So already pre-typed, prepared. So you could see. So I have a white and a black color. So and the primary color in here will be integer. So instead of the blue, and the second color will be blue. So that's swapped. The purpose is to this one just for when you're working in your life real projects, you have a primary color probably like orange, or maybe like a red. Like a cost insurance, the main primary color is red. So you could just directly change in here. The next time you use just the primary color change, or maybe sometimes it's blue. So this for the parent change. And for the font, different company definitely have their different design. So you also could go in here, just global override. So you don't need every time create a components, you're going to rewrite it. So for here also same. So the font will follow exactly same to the parent color. So these two things in normal real life projects you probably going to change. Sometimes the later space the default too big, you could just global overwrite it, and you don't need to remember it then every time you write it again and again. I will share this source code in my GitHub so you could see it. Now in my index, I could just import them. So first I need to get the create multiple. This MUI stands for material UI thing. So I need to create the material UI thing. Then I import these two are going to override the one. After that, then I have this theme. I could then you put this inside, you create a thing as an object. And put this, the index also just update it. In my projects, actually it doesn't matter. If your projects needed, I showcase in here in case you will meet like you design the upper bar or jaw is needed, or any other thing like you design this one need to stay in the top. You could in here globally change. But in my application, I'm going to build it actually don't need it, but right in here doesn't make any change. So once you have this thing, then you're going to export. So that is done. So in here, I import the scene, then suppose working. If I go into it, go to here. Now the thing, global customized the thing is done. They have another thing I'm going to do and slightly change. I put some global custom font in here. Just when you inside the components, you're going to use this kind of a new CSS feature. So I just showcase in here. If you meet it, you know how to do it. So what I did, I just get a root design. This sun color I quite like it. In my previous real life projects, I quite like this color scheme. And this is the new and CSS allowed you write this one, give a 90%. You could write decimal, and then the last 2 digits tell you what is the percentage of this. So give a 10% transparent. And this font family I found quite unlike it. This is suggested. Every application set the box size into border box. It is suggested for every application to use. These variable are defined in later on in my application. I will showcase how to use this variable when you do customize CSS. And this already imported in here, the CSS, so it's global available.